Hannibal Barca. Say the name, and what's the first thing you think of? I bet it's that legendary general, leading an army, and, of course, war elephants over the frozen Alps to take on Rome. It's one of the greatest stories in all of history.
I mean, just imagine it. An army appearing out of the mountains, a place no army is ever supposed to come from. A direct, terrifying threat to the heart of the ancient world's rising superpower. But what if I told you that that colossal, legendary feat was actually a sideshow, a piece of brilliant theater designed to hide a much smarter, much more dangerous plan? What if the real story, the true genius of Hannibal, isn't about how he got his army to Italy, but what he planned to do once he was actually there?
You see, to really understand Hannibal, we have to look past that incredible image of the elephants. We have to see him for what he really was, a master of grand strategy.
A grand strategy isn't just about what happens on the battlefield. It's the whole shebang. It's using every tool you have, your military, your economy, your political influence, to achieve your long-term goals. Hannibal wasn't just a general lining up soldiers. He was playing a much bigger, more complex game. He was trying to fundamentally break the Roman Republic's entire power structure. He was smart. He knew he couldn't just conquer and occupy Italy forever. So his strategy was never about simple conquest. It was about disruption, and it was aimed directly at Rome's single greatest source of strength. Okay, think of Rome as a massive corporation with huge capital and tons of loyal partners. Hannibal's plan wasn't a hostile takeover. It was to bankrupt the company. He completely bypassed their naval strength by marching overland. And once he was in Italy, his real target was their network of allies, the very foundation of their power and their endless supply of soldiers. This is how he did it. He didn't march in like some foreign invader. No, instead, he showed up and presented himself as a liberator. His message to all of Rome's allies was simple. I'm not here to rule you. I'm here to free you. He was trying to dismantle the entire Roman system from the inside out.
Now, this grand strategy wasn't just a political idea. It was backed up by a revolutionary toolbox of military and psychological tactics.
Let's go back to that Alps crossing. It wasn't just a logistical nightmare to overcome. It was Hannibal's opening move in a massive psychological war. It was a message. It told Rome, your defenses don't matter, I can go anywhere, I am unstoppable. It was designed to sow fear and awe long before his soldiers ever even saw a Roman legion.
And think about the sheer complexity of the army he was leading. I mean, look at this. This was a multinational coalition of soldiers, speaking different languages with completely different loyalties. Just keeping that force united and effective, deep in enemy territory for years on end, it's a testament to his incredible leadership.
And he didn't just hold them together for one campaign. We're talking over 15 years, operating far from any consistent support from home. This logistical mastery, feeding them, paying them, equipping them by living off the land and winning over locals, that was an achievement just as great as any of his famous battlefield victories.
Which, of course, brings us to the great paradox. If Hannibal was this brilliant, this revolutionary, why did Carthage lose the war?
Well, Hannibal could win battle after battle, but he couldn't win a war of attrition. Rome's advantages were just too deep. They could lose an entire army in a catastrophe like the Battle of Cannae and then just raise another one. Meanwhile, Hannibal got almost no support from home, and Rome could open up new fronts in Spain and even Africa while he was pinned down in Italy.
In the end, Hannibal's strategy ran into a wall. And that wall wasn't a fortress or an army. It was Rome's social fabric. His plan was designed to break Rome's alliances, but the core of that system held firm. He could peel away the edges, but he could never shatter the center. Rome's political will to just keep fighting simply outlasted him. But here's the thing. Defining Hannibal by his ultimate defeat completely misses the point. His true legacy lies in how he forever changed the art of war. Hannibal's campaigns became the ultimate textbook. He forced the Romans, through brutal, painful lessons, to become better soldiers and better strategists. You could argue that the Roman military machine that would go on to conquer the Mediterranean was forged in the fires of the war against Hannibal. His tactics are still studied at military academies today. His true measure isn't victory or defeat. It's the fact that one man, with one army, so far from home, could challenge the world's rising superpower and push it to the absolute edge of destruction.
It leaves us with a fascinating question to chew on. He didn't achieve his ultimate objective, but in his audacious, brilliant failure, he may have demonstrated a level of strategic genius that has rarely been equaled. So, what do you think?